Yeah, I completely lost you guys. Lights. Get down.
I'd never. That must be that patrol.
3, 3, 4. Count 4 now.
Okay.
We're getting close.
Yeah.
Yep.
We are a wildfire! You can't contain us! We are the riot! No! Welcome!
Welcome everybody, my name is American Riot, and today I have a brand new video for you all. We're going to talk about Arma Reforger, and I'm going to give you all a fresh perspective on the new Arma game. Now, you already know what Arma Reforger is. I have a good friend of mine, Big Fry, covered that. He's got a great video on it. Abel Green, another friend of mine, he's covered that. A lot of great creators out there in the world have covered what it is, right? It's a stepping stone to Arma 4. It's got multiplayer. It's multi-platform, right? Xbox console is going to be integrated into that. They're going to be able to download the mods. You've got the workshop. You got the workbench, right? The workbench lets you use the Infusion engine. The workshop lets you make your own modded content and then also put your content out there for others to download and enjoy. You have a conflict mode in that multiplayer, which we just talked about. And you have a game master, right? I mean, you already know what it is. But I want to give you guys a different perspective on it because I think we've got wrapped around the axle with Arma Reforger. It's had a rough launch, and I mean rough like mixed views rough, not like overwhelmingly negative, not like Battlefield 2042 rough, right? Like nowhere near that, but it's had a rough launch. And for the Arma series, a series that has so much acclaim and a series that goes way back, right, to Operation Flashpoint. It started out as Poseidon, codename Poseidon. By the way, if you guessed that on the Twitch channel the other day, if you knew what codename Poseidon meant, if you knew the Easter egg, I gave away a copy to one of our community members because they guessed the Easter egg. But yeah, it goes all the way back to codename Poseidon, and then it was Operation Flashpoint, and then Arma Cold War Assault, Arma Armed Assault, Arma 2, the massively successful title set in the near future, that was Arma 3, and now we're here with Arma Reforger. And so from a series that has so much acclaim, right? I think a lot of us were kind of shocked at like the mixed reviews and like, is this game worth $30 and it's not free and all these other things, right? But I'm going to give you guys my perspective on it and, you know, maybe shine some light or at least let you get a different look and be a different voice in the conversation and take the conversation another direction. Now, if you like this content, be sure to subscribe to the channel. We've got Milsim content, we got first-person shooter content, we got looter shooter content, right? Marauders, I'm super excited about it. We just did a video on that. Now, I just started a new job with my company, so I've got to go to orientation, I got to go to some conferences, and I got to go to training. So look, I'm going to be out of pocket just for a little while, for the next few weeks, but we'll be back on the YouTube grind come the beginning of July. But I want to put this video out there for you all before I go on my trip. So let's jump into this fresh perspective. Riot, what do you got for us? What do you want to talk to us about? That sounds weird. I'm never going to use my name in third person again. Anyway, so what's the perspective? So I just met my new boss at work, and my boss said to me, right, we have an excellent product, right, and our product stands on its own. But when we work with clients and when we train our new employees, what is the most important thing, right? Besides obviously your product, right? It's the way we make them feel. It is the way they feel when they leave our office after a transaction. It's the way a new employee feels after they get their orientation and goes into the workforce. A lot of them, it's their first job out of college or what have you, right? So how does it make you feel? And then that got me thinking about video games, right? Think about video games and think about your favorite video game of all time. My favorite video game of all time is SOCOM 2 U.S. Navy SEALs. That made you feel something I felt so happy when I played that game. I felt so mad when I played that game. The moments felt so intense. The pressure just felt like it was just on your shoulders, right? When you're in a game battle and it was like a 1v3 and you're the last guy alive and it was the last round, you know what I mean? It was an experience. And I just remember just looking back and those memories that I had, it was the overall feeling. It just felt amazing. And it just made me feel so happy, right? Like, I don't remember every single battle I got into. Some of them I do, but I don't remember all of them. And that's how your brain works. Memories fade over time, but you have this overall feeling. How did it make you feel? Battlefield. We coined the phrase battlefields. Now, whoa. Battlefield previous to 2042 and Battlefield 5, right? But like Battlefields is a saying that was coined in the gaming community. Epic set pieces, insane battles, crazy kills, things that should never, ever, ever happen, right? It happened in Battlefield, right? And it was the way it made you feel. And I think that's one thing that sometimes we forget in games, right? Like we get so like hung up on how much does it cost? How many hours can get out of this? Who's playing it? What's the player base, right? Like all that is important. It is. But like, how does it make you feel? So today in this video, for the purposes of talking about Arma Reforger, like I want to talk to you guys about how this game has made me feel. You know, when you can connect to the servers and not get kicked, right? Like clearly the servers are Arma Reforger's biggest issue, right? But let's talk about when you can get into a game. And as of the recording of this video, yesterday we were able to get into a game and not get kicked. So, I mean, it's progress, right? So let's talk about some of these moments in Arma Reforger. So from when you first get into the game, Evron is absolutely gorgeous. The new infusion engine with the lighting effects, when you can see the moon coming through and shining light through the forest is insane. When you see a sunrise or a sunset on the beach and you can see the sun just gleaming off the ocean water, it is incredible. Even the rocks, right? So it is just gorgeous. The ambient sound in Arma Reforger is some of the best I've heard. Red Dead Redemption 2 has incredible ambient sound, and I think Arma Reforger, when you're in the map and you're walking around, it's awesome. It's so good. We even sat in the woods after we walked and just listened to the crickets and the frogs, and we wanted to see if they were on a loop, right? And we wanted to see when it would loop, and we wanted to see how long that would take, right? So we sat and we listened for a while. It never looped. And then as we made our way from the lake deeper into the forest, the sounds gradually started to change, and you heard less frogs, and then you heard more crickets and different types of birds, and it just never looped. And I just thought that was so cool. So immersive is what comes to mind when I play this game, and it just feels so good. Like you get lost in it. Like I feel like I have been transported somewhere else. And I know like gaming, it does that to people, especially good games, but for a milsim and especially a game like Arma, to me, like this was so cool and was so unexpected jumping into Arma Reforger. Also, the gunfights are so intense. I mean, it just feels so chaotic and you feel like you're in this shit, right? And the sound design definitely plays a role in that, but it's just, the AI are so much smarter on this game, and they flank you from every direction, and two enemies can be so deadly. Just a two-person foot patrol. And it's intense. And you just feel, going back to that immersiveness, right? You just feel immersed in it. And that is so cool. Another thing that I want to talk about, when you're in this game and having experiences, the best experience that I've had is playing Game Master. 9, 10, 11, 12 of our community members can all jump in Discord. We've created some custom maps, or custom missions on the map, I should say, and we're able just to jump in, and then other community members are the game master and make things happen on the fly. It's so cool. When Deadside came out, our community really rallied behind it, and we try to, it was like squeezing water out of a rock, right? Like there wasn't a lot of content in Deadside, and we just wanted it to be so much more than it could be. Well, guess what? Arma Reforger gives us those tools to make this whatever we want it to be. And however involved your community wants to be, that's how much you can get out of it. And so far, I have over 20 hours in this game. And the moments that we've had with the community have been awesome. From really funny moments to intense moments to frustrating moments to happy moments, right? Like, it's all the feels. And it's been really, really, really fun to finally get a first-person shooter that the community can rally around, that we can do so much, that has endless possibilities, right? And that's what Arma Reforger was supposed to be, right? It's like the stepping stone to Arma 4. You guys know that. And then it allows the users to create their own experience. And so that's just a little bit about what I wanted to talk about. Like, I just have felt just so excited to play Arma. And like I said, when you get into a server, it is just so fun. From the gunplay to the way the weapons feel, to the layout, to the HUD, to the key binds. Like, it just feels good. And it's so fun. And it's something that you look forward to jumping on every night with your community. People are like message you in Discord, like, what op are we doing tonight? Hey, there's this new DLC coming out. It's night ops. Or, hey, did you hear about so-and-so made this mission? Like, can we do that tonight? And it's just so fun to finally have a game like that. And it just feels so good. Anyway, that's my perspective on it. I want to know your perspective on Arma Reforger in the comments below. Also, if you liked this video, please consider subscribing and hitting the like button. We're shooting for 650 subscribers by the end of July. I think we're going to get there. I appreciate all the love. Thanks so much. We'll see you on the next one. Let's go!
Oh, checkpoint. Okay, I think that's it.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to get some ammo and stuff. On a backpack.
Then.
Behind us, behind us.
Got him.